Hey guys, welcome back. So we're doing the final installment of the makeup collection and declutter video. So as you can see, it's Drugstore lipsticks. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I've bitten off more than I can chew with this series, that's for sure. It's taken forever. I don't know where to start. I think the best place is probably in that acrylic there, that free tier section, and then we'll move over to the back. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I'm hoping I'm going to be able to declutter some of these lippies. Right, let's get into it. It's another dull day in the UK. I seem to be saying that a lot in these collection videos, but I'm going to try and show you some swatches. Now I've got a ton of Drugstore. I don't even know how many. But yeah, I do want to declutter some. Already I can see some reds which aren't meant to be in here. So I'll do that with the reds. I think this is a red as well. Let's have a look. It's pinky, so that can stay in there. Right, so we're going to start off on this side. I think most of these are Revolution and Primark. Oh, there's a Wet n Wild one in there as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. This one I absolutely love for the packaging. Isn't it cute? I got this in a hamper that Revolution did. So I'm going to do swatches, but only tiny ones, because I want to do all these on the one arm. Oh, this is a beautiful shade. That's going nowhere. This is also another Revolution one that I really like. So this one is in the shade Seclusion. I don't think that one had a shade. Oh, that one was in the shade Gingerbread. Go figure. So isn't that just like a really nice, pretty, cool tone purple? So yeah, that one can go near that. That's pretty. Going nowhere. Shall we just do the Revolution ones first? These were really controversial when they came out because they're dupes for the Charlotte Tilbury. This one is in the shade Greatest. So it's just a really nice, everyday wearable pinky nude, I would say. If I find I've got any shades similar, I might just declutter them. Right, and then we've got another one in the shade Rebirth. Oh, they're not focusing. This is in the shade Rebirth. And this is beautiful for fall. There we go. Takes its sweet time to focus. Yeah, it's really beautiful for fall. And this is another one that's beautiful for fall. It's in the shade Triumph. This one's slightly darker. Yeah, that one's like a really dark brown. Next we've got the shade Prime. So if I don't say I'm decluttering it, then I'm keeping them. There we go. None of them look similar so far. I've got some in here. Okay, then I've got the shade Awaken. Same packaging. I don't really need to focus it. But this is a beautiful shade as well. Really nice pinky nude. Yeah, that's lighter than all the rest. So that's in Shop My Stash. I'm going to put it there. Right, and then we've got the Revolution. Oh no, there's another one. Okay, so we've got another one in the shade Lifelong. Just look at this though, guys. Doing this makes me realise, why are you not using them? But I can't use every lippy. Oh, that Lifelong shade needs to come out soon. Yeah, so when I've done each section, I'll show you the swatches, but I'm not going to go through every lipstick again. So you kind of know what I've swatched anyway, because I'm showing you the lipstick bullets and then obviously the shades. So then we've got the Revolution and Soph. lip is, and this one is in the shade Cake. This is my favourite. It's in my Shop My Stash for this week, but I've not used it yet. So that one can go over there as well, so I know to put it back. And then we've got a slightly darker shade. And this one is in the shade Syrup. They brought out 3. They brought out Cake, Syrup and Fudge. And Sophie said at the time I brought them out because I'm a foodie. Aren't we all? Right, so now then, let's show you this one by Wet n Wild. It's the Wet n Wild Mega Last in the shade In the Flesh. I love this formula, love it. So keeping that. Then we've got this Kiko one. So this one is in the shade 810. And this one's more of a glossy lip. It's really, really nice though. Very old, but it smells just like when I first bought it. So I'm definitely keeping that. Right, let's do the Primark ones. So I love Primark's matte formula. If you like matte lipsticks, you'd like them, I think. So this one is in Velvet Touch. Can you see how I've categorised all the nude shades together? Well, the nudie pink shades. Or tried to at least. Then I've got this one here, which looks a bit lighter. So that one is in the shade, I don't know because it's come off. Yeah. Also, Primark don't often put shade names on, which really irks me. So this one, let me show you. This one is slightly more of a peach. Although it's not really going to look like a peachy shade. Because the lighting's off, I think. Right, so now we've got this W7 gingerbread that I like to pull out around Christmas time. I think it's in the shade... Oh, I thought it was in the shade gingerbread. This is absolutely stunning. It's got all those stars on it. Will it focus so I can show you? There we go. Can you see the stars? And it's perfect for fall. It's more of a satin now, and I like more of a matte. Then I've got this MCO Beauty, and I've been asked a few times, how have you got MCO Beauty when it's an Australian brand? I got it through a box. I can't remember if it's Glossy Box or Birchbox, but one of them sent it to me, and I'm glad I've got it because it gives me a chance to try Australian brands. It's in the shade Petal. It's very, very pretty and everyday wearable neutral. It smells though, and I don't know if this is the same for like all MCO Beauty lippies. It smells quite perfumey. Then I've got an Essence Cosmetics one. I used to have more than this, and this one is in the shade Matte 03. They're probably somewhere else in here. I would have liked to have done them by brand really, but never mind. There we go. That's on the chopping block, so I need to pull that next time. In fact, I think I'm going to put that there so I remember. So I'm going to put it in my container of lippies, and then I'm going to use it. I've got at least 3 days because I've not used the Cosmic Brushes palette yet, and maybe I can use that with one of them looks. And then I've got this. You know, I don't really wear it. My sister might want it. You know, she loves like lip products like this that gives you that moisture. Or maybe I should put it on the chopping block. Oh, it smells gorgeous. Yeah, maybe, yeah, that'll go on the chopping block as well. Let's just put that back in there and let me show you the swatches. Okay, so there's 18 lipsticks on my arm in total, so I've just done tiny little swatches like that. So this is all the shades. That one there, like, it's like a gloss but with specks of glitter. That's the Kiko one. I can't really speak for the rest. That one there, I think that's the W7 gingerbread one. And then that gloss down there is a Nivea one. But that's all of the shades there. Let's put this light on, see if you can see it a bit better. So yeah, that's what them look like. You can see it just a little bit better with the external light on. So I'm going to take these off now and we'll move over to the middle section. Okay, so the middle section, where we're gonna start. Let's start with this Smith & Co one. Why do you not want to focus? Right, there we go. So it's in the shade Now Keith, which is spelled K-I-T-H, Kith, maybe. I don't really wear glosses, but I should keep. Maybe that actually looks... No, I'm not keeping it. It looks like it's going bad. Let me show you. It might not be, but it doesn't look the most attractive on the wand. It doesn't look nice. So let's get rid of that one. Okay, I've got this one. I really like this rollerball. Love it. You can get them from Bodycare if you live in the UK. This one's banana, but you can get cherry and you can get a few other flavours, and they're so inexpensive. So I'm gonna keep that. I wear it when I'm not wearing makeup. Another one like that, which you don't wear often, is more for decorative purposes, is this one here. That's why I've kept it in the packaging. That probably stops me using it, to be honest. It's the glossy lip stain in the shade Tinkerbell. But I bought it when the collection first came out, and can you see? Oh, I don't know if it's going to focus. Can you see how kind of watery it is down there? Yeah, you can see it. I don't know if it's just separation or if it's just bad. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't smell bad. I think maybe I've used like half of it, which I don't know how because I don't really use it that much. But how cute is that packaging as well? There we go. So that's that one. Then I've got this one. This one's really nice over a lippy. It's the Elizabeth Arden Sunset Bronze Prismatic Lip Gloss. So I think I'll keep this one. It's like a kind of white but with purple reflecting it. Then we've got the PS High Gloss Lippy. What shade did I get in this? It's one of the Ultra Shines. The shade isn't on there anymore. See what I mean with Primark? If they don't put shade names on, I think this will be on chopping block. Actually, I'll just pass it on. I'm going to see my niece today. Maybe she'll want it. I'm sure she wears lip glosses, so that one can go. Then I've got this Kiko lip gloss. This one's quite nice. It's in the shade 17. It's meant to be a dupe for the Dior one, and I had the Dior one, and they do look similar. I just can't remember the shade name of it. Okay, so that's that. What else have we got? Let's do Tanya Bear. I absolutely adore this shade. I don't know why I don't use it that much. But it's in the shade Pink Cocoa. It's like a brown nude. And it's a satin, which I don't normally go for, but yeah, I really like that. Oh yeah, we've got some more Essence down here. Right, let's do lightest to darkest in Essence. I think it's that one, which is the lightest. So that's what it looks like. And then they're from the This Is Me collection, and this one is 02 Happy. These are really nice. They're not long lasting, and the only things that are going to be long lasting are matte lipsticks, and I think that's why I like matte lipsticks, because I don't like to reapply. I'm so lazy when it comes to lipstick application. Anyone else like that? Because I feel like I'm on my own sometimes. And I think number... What's... 6 is a brown, so... 5 is a brown, so 6 Must be lighter than that, surely. So the 6 is in the shade Real. To focus, but that doesn't matter. That's that one. And then 5 is in Legendary. It's quite a pretty brown for fall. Oh, I'm not even showing it to you. There we go. Okay, then I've got this other Primark one here, which isn't going to focus because it's metallic. It's in the shade Boudoir Pink. Smells like it's going off. I'll show you the shade, but it smells like it's going off, so I'm gonna put that one in the bin. It's not a shade that I need to keep, just purely because I've got so many of them. And then we've got a H&M one. It's the only H&M lippy I've got. This one is in the shade Brunette Ambition. Quite a darker lippy. That one smells fine. Perfect for fall. And then we've got, what's this one called? Deborah Milano. This one isn't that old. Got it from TK Maxx a few months back. And it's in the shade Atomic Red. Oh, look at that though, guys. Isn't that just pretty? Right, so that's all of them. The only ones I'm decluttering... Oh, I'm not decluttering that one. I'm decluttering 3. Let me get a drink. I'm so thirsty. Okay, so here we go. So you can see the glosses. That Deborah Milano one's at the end. And I couldn't place all the other shades, but that's what they look like. Aren't they pretty? So that's the middle section. The last section of this acrylic is going to go on. So I might not swatch every single shade. Or if I do, I'm not going to talk much about them because it looks like there's about 20 lipsticks in that section. Okay, so let me go and put those ones back. Like I said, we're keeping the majority of them apart from 3, which I've decluttered. Right, so at the moment, I didn't have as many lipsticks as I thought. It just looked like more than the other first section. So there's 17 in total. So this is what they look like. Let's put the light on again. Oh, it's already been on all this time. Okay, so that's what all the shades look like. That's that orange by Pudea, if that's even how you pronounce it. It's absolutely stunning for fall. So yeah, that's all the shades there. Let's move on to the next container. So we're in here. This is kind of all my funky shades, I think. So right off the bat I can see some NYX. Let's take them out because I want to swatch all them together. I've got some nudes in here. I don't know, they're all kind of mixed up. I need to sort them out. So maybe if I declutter enough I'll be able to do that. Okay, so let's start off with this Mali one. So I've had this quite a while. Doesn't smell of anything. Let's swatch it. I think that'll have to go on the chopping block. Let's start doing a chopping block kind of thing, so I know which ones I want to put there. This Wet n Wild one's not though. I absolutely love this. And then this one is in the shade Rebel Rose. So that one's staying. Right, I've got a couple more Primark pencils. So we've got, doesn't have a shade name on it, but it's like a pinky brown by the looks of things. Yeah, definitely have to go through all this and put them in the right boxes just so I'm pulling. Just when I go to pull nudes, they're all there. This one, it says it is in the shade brown. I'd say it's more of a wine colour. It's never even been used by the looks of it. Look. So yeah, definitely. I think I'll put that one on the chopping block, but for autumn, not for now. It's not that type of shade. This was the one that Courtney sent me that I don't know if I'll get wear out of it. It's in the shade 885 Midnight Merlot, and it's one of the bold lipsticks. Look how dark it is. It's not really me, so I think I'm just going to end up decluttering that one. Yeah, it's very vampy. And if I want a vampy lipstick, I'll go for my Charlotte Tilbury one, so that one can go as well. Then I've got the MUA Luxe Velvet Lip Lacquer in the shade Unity. Right, so these are on the chopping block. I've not had them that long. I had a lipstick from Primark that I absolutely love, but you can't get it anymore, and I thought this was a similar shade, and then I bought another one to mix, which will probably come across soon. I don't think it's in here, but there's another one of them here. I don't know, maybe this one can go. This one's in the shade Symphonic. I don't think I'll wear Symphonic. Maybe mixed. Let's mix it. Let's blend it out. Where's Symphonic? Just want to see if it's going to be a shade that I'd wear. Mixed, it doesn't look too bad, so we'll try that. Right, and then I've got this Primark one. So this one is in the shade Rosewood Mauve. Yeah, I want to keep that. Then I've got two more Primark, no, one's an MUA, so let's do that. MUA Velvet Matte in the shade Hush. I'll keep that for now. Then we've got a Primark one. So this one is in the shade Vintage. Then we've got Maybelline. Now at the moment with Maybelline, I am so undecisive about them. So I've got 4 here, and I've got another 2 red ones. I've got Heroin, and I've got, what's the other one called? Got Heroin and another one. They're in my handbag, I'll get them in a second. This one's got beautiful, beautiful packaging. So I think it's one of the limited editions. This one's Visionary. It's quite nice for fall, that. Quite vampy. This one is Huntress. This one I think will be on the chopping block, and I think it will eventually go in the winter. Yeah, it's grey. I think I can declutter this now. Never mind in the winter. It's like I bought it for a funky video, and let's get rid. Then I've got Philosopher, which reminds me a lot of the MUA one. Oh, they're so similar. You'll see in a minute. But I don't know if I like this formula. If I knew I liked this formula, I'd get rid of the MUA and keep this one, because this was more expensive. And then I've got this Maybelline and Puma one that they brought out. Again, limited packaging. This one is in the shade, where is it? Unapologetic. Which is nice again for fall. But it just depends whether I can get on board with the tackiness of the lipsticks. I've got this P. Louise one. I think you'll see the reds when I come to do my red lipsticks. This one is in the shade, I think it's in the shade So You Can. It's one of their intense lipsticks. Okay. So here are the swatches. So where that like kind of round circle is, I've mixed those 2 shades, that lighter purple and then the darker purple there, and it gives quite a nice shade, so I want to try that. I want to put them on the chopping block. That grey is gone, so that Maybelline Huntress is gone. I don't think I'll use it again. So this is what the swatches look like for that round, and we'll go on to the reds and the darker shades now. Right, so I found it incredibly hard to get these off, so I might not swatch them. You can kind of tell what kind of shade it is anyway, and if you want to know the particular shade, you can look it up on Google. It's just they're really I'm really struggling to get them off my arm, and I'm having to scrub. but I will swatch what I can in regards to the other shades. I've got this Revlon and Live Blakely shade in Blake's Pure Red. There we go. Beautiful, going nowhere. I've just found a crap ton of lipstick, so they're all going to be mixed up now. So basically we've got this one in the shade Heroin. I really want to get on board with this lippy, just purely because I love the shade of it. It's orange toned red. And then we've got this one that I was telling you about that I couldn't remember the name of. So that one's in Groundbreaker. I'll leave them there and I may do the swatches at the end. So the NYX one, I'm going to just swatch with all the NYX shades. Do I have any other reds? That one. And that one. Okay, so we've got a Kiko one. And this one is in the shade 04. It's beautiful. I think it's going to be on chopping block. It is beautiful, but it is like a cream, and I don't really do them. So the next shade is the Maybelline 955 Craving Coral, and this is a matte. Again, another orange toned red, keeping of course. Then we've got the Revolution in the shade Red Carpet. Everyone was wearing this at one point, so we'll keep that. I think that'll be on chopping block as well. I think we'll get rid of a lot more in December personally. Then we've got this PS lip liner and crayon duo. I'm sure the lip liner, no, it's still there. I thought the lip liner had fallen out. The lip liner feels a little bit rougher in texture. I didn't actually show you the lip crayon, did I? So that's that. Okay, we've got a Revolution Cranberry. I got this with the hamper at Christmas. Yeah, I want to keep that for now. We've got this Lifter Gloss, which has just come out of my handbag. Like I said, I had a crap ton of lipsticks in there. I've got this Model Zone. I don't think you're going to see. I don't know. It's in the shade... well, it's a velvet and it's in the shade Adorable. I've not had it that long. Let's put that on the chopping block. It's kind of sheer. I've got this Technique Matte. I'll give it a swatch. It's in the shade Pinch Me. Really should be with all the oranges because it's an orange shade. I've got the shade, like this one potentially could go. I think it just says S500 on it. Yeah, it's far too sheer. That one can go. There's another... Oh, Lost Cherry's in there. Lost Cherry from Charlotte Tilbury's in there. That should not be in there. It's because I've got some Revolution ones in here. Obviously, I've just thrown it in. But that's the Revolution one. It's in the shade Classic. As in... Classic Red. So let's give that a swatch. Yeah, keep that. We've got this MUA Glow one. I thought that I could declutter this, but I wore it the other week and it looked so pretty. And is that not a me shade? So we'll keep that. There's a Wet n Wild one. This one's in Persimmon, I think. No, Stoplight Red. I think that one's going to go on chopping block. I've only used it a couple of times, so I don't want to get rid of it at this point. Then we've got another Model Zone. This one is in the shade Ruby Red, and it's one of their creamy mattes. I would not say that's a ruby red shade, but each to their own and all that. It's pretty though. It's more of a raspberry. We've got another Kiko. I think this was the red one in the shade 809. Glossy again. Again, I think that'll go on the chopping block. We've got this Revlon one. Again, that Glamzilla recommended. This one's in the shade On Fire. Oh my gosh, guys. It is super pretty. I like this more than I like the Shameless shade. Which, go figure, right? So me. That's a NYX. That's a NYX. Right, so we've got this Game of Thrones one there. It's in, is it Cersei Lannister? Cersei Lannister, not Thirsty. Right, so I've said this before. I said it when I did the review on it. I like it. I love the shade of it, guys. I don't like the doe foot. Okay. I've got this. It's a dupe for the Huda ones. I'd love a Huda red. This one is in the shade House Red. I've only had this on once as well, so I need to test that out a bit more. I think this one can go though. I've had it for a hot minute. It's the number 7 Soft Paprika. Yeah, and it's a lot sheerer than the other ones, so that one can go. Then we've got this 17 one, and I don't feel like I liked it that much. We'll try it. We'll put it on the chopping block. And there's another NYX. Then I have the Mrs. Kisses lip gloss that my friend Tracy got for me from Palettes, Pouts, Perfume and Panning. She bought me the lipstick to match, and it ended up in the tumble dryer, didn't it? And well, that was a catastrophe. But yeah, I really like the lip gloss, so I need to use that more. We've got the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon. Now I can wear these ones, they're really comfortable on the lips. No tackiness. This one is in Hustling Heels. They just don't stay on as long as the other ones. Then I've got this Wet n Wild, which is in the shade Persimmon. This one was recommended by Kathleen Lights when I used to watch her, and I just love it. She suits these tones as well. I don't know if she still wears them, but she really suited that lipstick, and it's what prompted me to buy it. Then I've got this Tanya Bear one. It came out of an advent calendar. It's in the shade Christmas Stocking. Right, so it's getting to the point now where I can't really fit much more on. Then I've got this P. Louise one. I bought this around Christmas time. They're not called So You Can. That's, oh, So You Can Slay All Day, right. So this one's called Unbutton. I'm not going into the other kind of basket and seeing what that one was called. Right, so that's that one. And then the last one in here is a gift off Amy. It's the Halika Heart Crush Velvet Lipstick in the shade Coral Wave. So beautiful, this. Like, it comes in heart packaging, and it's just so nice. It's really nice for Valentine's Day. And then look at it. So pretty. Just trying to build the colour up on it. Right, I'm not going to swatch the Maybelline ones just purely because they've got no arm space. You'll see it in a minute. And I struggle to get the Maybelline ones off. They are seriously super stay. I need to get a cleansing balm, I think. And then we're just going to do the NYX. So 22 there. So let me go and get all the other NYX lipsticks and then we're done. You know what, guys, since this collection's dragging on, and because I've got quite a few, I think I'm going to be doing my NYX lipstick collection as a separate video. I'm not too sure if I'm going to be decluttering anything from there. It might just be a NYX lipstick collection. So yeah, I'm going to leave it here. I forgot to show you the swatches. I've washed them all off. My poor arm can't take anymore, so I'm not putting them back on, unfortunately, but you saw the lipsticks, so I'm sorry that you've not seen the swatches. Maybe in the winter I'll do the reds again, I don't know. But yeah, this is the entire collection apart from my NYX lipsticks. I'll come back to you tomorrow and we'll do the NYX lipsticks then. Thank you so much for watching, I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like this video if you like this kind of content. I post Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays normally. over the last 18 days I've been putting a video a day up, or sometimes 2 videos a day. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again tomorrow for the last installment. Bye guys.